Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
Welcome to the LA Auto Show at the stand of Mercedes-Benz. Today we're going to see here one world premiere and two US premieres as well. What that does mean in detail, let's have a closer look now. The GLC F-Cell is celebrating its US premiere here in LA. That car offers 197 horsepower and a range of more than 270 miles. On top of this, you can drive that car on short distances on pure electric power as well. When Mercedes introduced the CLS in 2003, they really brought a completely new type of a car to the market, which is a four-door coupe. Now they're showing the third generation of this car, and it should be the new design icon of the brand. And how much design that car offers, Gorden Wagener will tell us now.
That car is the first true designer's car. The first generation was the first time when designers were allowed to actually do a car looking like a design sketch, with a very small greenhouse, low roof of course, nice flowing silhouette, high belt line, big wheels pushed into the body. And that concept was so successful that, of course, now we are seeing four-door coupes all over the place from all manufacturers in all different classes, but still CLS is the true original. And so we kept this responsibility, and we kept the DNA of the first CLS, which is basically about this super extreme flowy silhouette, and we just clean it up. If we like it, we take a line off. If we still like it, we take another line off. And as you see, there's no line left, which is the next level in our design philosophy of sensual purity. And basically what we do is we sculpture the whole thing with light and shadow with this nice bone line, is what we call it. To do that, to reduce the lines, it's very crucial to have great proportions, because proportion is everything in design. And this car has a typical Mercedes proportion, very sporty, very long dash to axle here from the first cut line to the wheel. That means the car has a long hood, has this extreme fast windshield flowing into that enormous hood and down to that upright negative tilting grille, what we call the shark nose, like a shark, negative, even more aggressive. Shark is a good example. We call that our predator face, as it is so aggressive and progressive with this triangular headlamps with the day running light signature here, making that car very aggressive and make it a predator on the street. Especially in combination with what we call our Panamericana grille, our racing grille, tilted negative. In this case here, with the AMG kit combined with a diamond insert in the purebred AMG, you get the pure Panamericana with the vertical bars. Here it works nicely with the AMG A-frame here in the lower body with these fins. So overall, it's a very progressive, very aggressive combination here. So that's the next level in the exterior design. If we go into the interior, my friend, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much.
On another
Thank you. So let's have a look inside. So here we are, welcome in the most progressive, most sportiest and most avant-garde interior we're having. With that black in contrast to the pearl white on the exterior, we're having that pure black interior here with this open black wood wrapping around. This interior is like a glove. It's a very sporty thing with this driver-oriented cockpit, with this racing steering wheel here, with the flat section on the bottom, very tight with all the functions here onto the steering wheel. And in fact, as a tribute to the ES now, we're having the cruise control on the steering wheel, so you can easily manage all distance pilot functions here right from the steering wheel. Of course, you have shift pedals, but you also have touch pads here, one for the left side and the other one for the right side here. And so you can operate these screens here directly while driving. The screen is bonded in 2 times 12-inch displays, and it has that sharp corner here on the side. And in contrast to this new digital world, to the new operating system which runs onto that screens, the latest at Mercedes, we're having something we call hyper analog. It's like a chrono watch, and it fulfills basically mechanical demands, and it's kind of more sustainable luxury, and we call that our jet exhaust vents. And they're basically like from a jet fighter, and in fact they turn red when they heat and they turn blue when they cool down. So that's a very cool feature in that avant-gardistic interior. And as you can see, even though that car from the exterior was so radical, so low, inside you have a lot of head clearance, you have a lot of room also in the rear. So with that, let me show you the rear of the car. So coming to the rear, this is almost the nicest part of the vehicle, as it is really embodying our essential purity philosophy, something that is really cool and something that is really hard. And these shoulders make that car really hard. They create a big stance onto the street. We have a narrow greenhouse, small greenhouse with this extreme proportion from the rear screen, and otherwise we keep that rear super clean. We combine that with very cool progressive graphics similar to the front end, to our Predator face here. We're having triangular rear lamps here with that 3-dimensional glass piece illuminated, and basically showcasing the next level in technology. We put the license plate in the rear bumper that allows us to present the star very nicely onto this full and clean surface, and make that car the next design icon in the next generation for the next decade.
When the CLS will hit the market, Mercedes will only offer 6-cylinder engines for that car. These are either a diesel with 286 or 340 horsepower, or a petrol engine that will then offer 367. But very important, this big petrol engine will also have the so-called EcoBoost system on board, which is powered by the new 48-volt system, and that will offer us another 22 horsepower just to give the car the extra kick for a short moment. Later the year, they will also offer 4-cylinder engines for diesel as petrol as well. This year we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of AMG, and I think AMG brings itself the best present you can have. Next to me is Tobias Mörs. Tobias, what is the car behind you?
It's Project One, so it's the pinnacle of technology what you can get today. It's a transfer from Formula One technology to street legal. We're using the Formula One engine, 1.6 liter V6 with a high power output. We add another 4 electric motors, 2 dedicated to the engine, 2 dedicated to the front axle. So it's a piece of technology and shows what we understand about the future of performance.
When we talk about AMG in the United States, how important is that market for AMG?
You know, United States, US as a market is since years, more than 10 years now, our biggest market. So we have a huge dedication to the US. We have very loyal customers here. Dietmar mentioned in the press conference we had a 50% growth rate here in the US with AMG, so it's our most important market.
So I would say I would love to have one of these AMGs, but they sold out, and I have to be honest, I can't afford it. That was our report here from the Mercedes-Benz stand at the LA Auto Show. And I have to tell you, the absolute highlight here is for sure the new CLS, the new design icon of the brand. I have some bad news, because they told us they will not build that car as a shooting brake. If we're gonna see an AMG version in the future, we have to wait.